We are Neon Saturdays, and you're watching
BOBE
Me.
Honey and Saturdays.
Hey.
Tell us your story. Who are you? What kind of music do you play?
Hello. Yes, we are band Neon Saturdays. We are from Latvia. Well, basically, we play something between pop rock and indie pop. So in our hearts, we are a rock band, but when you listen to our music on Spotify or on radio, we are more like indie band.
And probably lots of people are wondering why Neon Saturdays, why not Neon Friday or whatever else.
It's a shame this question falls to me because I actually wasn't around when the band name was picked, right? I guess it has to deal with you guys being all energetic and wanting to express the feeling of living in a big city or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, right. That was great.
Well, I can add some lines. Well, basically, it was around 5 years ago, and we had a brainstorm on Skype, and we were like picking different band names and combining two words together. And my idea was Neon for Saturdays. I don't know why. It looked cool for me, but then we decided it won't be Neon for Saturdays, it will be just Neon Saturdays. And so we like the color neon because we are energetic personalities and our music is quite energetic and powerful. But Saturdays was that, I have to say, the correct vibe that we express. So yeah.
Okay, and recently you released the new album Freaks in the Ocean. So what this album means to you guys, and do you have any message in it?
Well, yeah, this Freaks in the Ocean, the name is actually pretty interesting because we were brainstorming around 1 year ago. What's the story behind the album, and etc. And we were also we were laughing like, oh, sharks in the ocean, sharks in the ocean. It was like a saying in the band. And then we realized, oh, we are not sharks yet, but we are freaks. Let's stay with freaks. And everybody was on the same page. So Freaks in the Ocean is the title.
This album, I think, symbolizes the fact that the 21st century is a century for misfits, social misfits, something like that. People who are questioning their place in the world and therefore questioning values, morals we have. I think that's something that kind of signifies, kind of impersonates what this time we're living at right now is. And basically, yeah, the album is about people who can't find their place in this world, who question the things around them. Kind of, just a couple of songs. Well, not a couple of songs, 12 songs actually, right? 12 songs. 12 stories about our own place, the four of us in this world, this country, in the times we're living at, which is growing up while there's the 90s, and becoming adults, something like that.
And what is your favorite song from the album?
I think the favorite song for me is Get Up, then Gravity, and Movie Love.
I'd have to say Lesson Never Learned. Not in the order of from the worst song to the best, but the Lesson Never Learned, Movie Love, and probably Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix.
For me, definitely, I really like Gravity. This is my definitely favorite song. For live gigs, I really love playing Movie Love. Actually, Shadow My Love is like, last week we played a gig and I really love the vibe of the song.
And how is the songwriting process for you guys? Like, someone comes up with lyrics, someone comes up with melody, or you just brainstorm together?
Well, our goal 2 years ago was to write as many songs as we can, like just a huge brainstorm individually. And we came up with, I don't know, like 80 or 100 ideas. And then we were working hard to like go through the whole process, the demo process. We were recording like shitty recordings, and we were sending the songs to our friends and to some actually industry people here in Latvia and outside of Latvia, and we got like 20 songs, and from these 20 songs we recorded like around 15, and now we have 12. But in the band we are 4 people. 2 of us are like main songwriters, me and Edwins. We are writing songs, and basically if you write a song you come up with the idea, and usually 99% you have melody and lyrics all figured out, but it's just an idea. Like after that, when you have idea, we came to this studio, and the whole band goes through the process. We are really fighting with each other just to get the the right vibe, because for example, Get Up, it's a nice song, really simple song. I can say the most successful song from the singles point of view, but like the whole sound and the production is the whole band's idea, and it's not possible from one person's perspective.
The songwriting has always been a contest of ideas in this band. You can actually come to a band practice with a riff or just a single isolated melody, but it has to be something very good, something very convincing for it to pass the judgment of these guys. So yeah, usually what you do, you come here with the song all ready and prepared, and lyrics done and melodies done and choruses done. It has better chance of surviving the cut.
You mentioned being a shark. So what is the big dream of Neon Saturdays?
I think our main goal has changed throughout the years. I guess I can speak for everyone when I say that when we were, a lot younger, still in school, we wanted to tour the world, play at Wembley and places like that. Today, I think it's just to find ourselves in a place where we can actually say that we achieved something, that we have been musicians and we have been acknowledged as musicians, as successful musicians, to have our songs be played by radios, TV stations. It's a lot less defined, but it's still ambitious, but in not in a way that young artists will usually say that their dream is to tour the US, their dream is to be number 1 on all charts. For us, it's more like to have that feeling that you're an artist, you're a musician, you've made something that people actually enjoy, and you've actually been able to make a living from that. I guess that's the best I could define our dream.
I couldn't agree more.
Sure, yeah, right.
And last question, but not less important, if you could change one thing in the world, what would you change?
If I could change one thing, the thing would be like we are all struggling with money. We are saying different things about politics and stuff like that. But what I really want is that people one day can accept and truly understand what they can actually achieve, what they can actually do without any we are saying that we need money for this, we need more people or more talent for that, but actually it's not true. We can achieve much more. And why am I saying this? 10 years ago, we as a band, we didn't have band, we didn't have songs, we didn't have anything. At the moment we have 2 albums, we have tens of songs and plenty of rotations all around the world, all around different radio stations. We have plenty of gigs, and this is from 0% to something. So I really can tell that we can achieve much more. We just have to believe it.
For me, I guess it would be to change the trend that has found many followers lately, the trend of being a victim. the trend of always being offended about everything, about every single one small detail. Especially in young people, I see this tendency to play victims, and instead of just trying to find your way out of a situation, you post something on social media, scream to everybody that you're offended, that you've been dealt some bad cards. Somehow this new generation thinks that they can just shut their eyes to the world and shut their eyes to the realities of this world, meaning being violence, being just nature, of things. That's never changing.
I'm gonna be short about this. If I had one chance to change something, this one thing, I would encourage people to do not stop believing in yourself.